this has been a fascinating turn of events. We spoke a couple of weeks ago on the show with Rod Giltaca about the Liberals' efforts to pivot their firearms ban to a ban on virtually every semi-automatic rifle out there, including some non-semi-automatics, including even 22 caliber bullets, which, again, they're still real bullets and they can do some damage, but they're like the tiny, tiny bullets that are used for shooting tin cans. And the government now seems to be admitting, at least to some extent, that they've stepped in it. So what happened was the firearms community really just ratcheted up its opposition to this and said, when you say that you're just going after the so-called killing machines and not the hunters, how do you justify these bona fide hunting firearms being on the banned list? And of course, the gun community talks about this. I talk about it. The straw that broke the camel's back was a guy that I had never heard of talking about it. His name is Casey Prose. Now, what's that? Carey Price. Carey Price, okay. Now, Carey Price, is that a woman? Man? No, man, okay. So apparently he is a goaltender for the Montreal Maple Leafs. And, Montreal Canadiens, okay. I didn't know there were any patriotic Canadians in Quebec. So the Montreal Canadiens, and I'm teasing, I know very little about sports, but I do know that the Montreal Canadiens are one of the original 6 hockey teams. So I don't want you to take me too seriously on this, but that is like the extent of my knowledge of sports. And whenever I try to do a sports segment, I have no idea what I'm talking about. But supposedly Carey Price is a relevant figure in the world of hockey. I don't believe that the Montreal Canadiens have done all that much in terms of winning Stanley Cups, I'm told. So I don't know if he's good or not. I don't know if they're good or not. I don't even have a team, and people are going to hate me for this. So let me just... Okay, what were we talking about? We were talking about guns. Let me get back to that. So Carey Price, the supposed defensive tackle for the Montreal Canadiens, comes out and says he's a law-abiding gun owner and takes aim at Justin Trudeau for going after people like him. And this was, I'd say, actually very relevant because he permeates beyond just the world of standard gun owners, sport shooters, hunters. He has an audience that is broader than that. And I think he put a human face on firearms ownership, which doesn't really exist a lot of the time in the debate. And it was fascinating. And you fast forward to yesterday, and Justin Trudeau says, no, we're going to actually take a look at this and consult on this. Take a look at the clip.
We made a commitment to continue to move forward with strong, smart gun control in this country, to keep communities safe, to keep Canadians safe. And we're going to continue to do that. We move forward with a national freeze on handguns, and a few years ago, we banned military-style assault weapons. Banned assault-style weapons. We're going to continue to do that. Now, we've just put forward a list, and we're consulting with Canadians on that. We're hearing a lot of feedback around concerns that hunters are saying about guns that they use more for hunting or hunting rifles or shotguns. And that's what we're listening to feedback on now to make sure that we're not capturing weapons that are primarily hunting weapons. But we all know that we need to make sure that guns that are designed to kill the largest number of people as quickly as possible have no place in Canada. And we're going to continue to move forward with that in a strong and smart way. We'll continue to listen to Canadians. We're not going after hunting rifles or shotguns. We are targeting the most dangerous weapons, the weapons that were used in places like École Polytechnique or recently in South Simcoe or in Portapic that have caused far too much tragedy over the past many, many years. So we're moving forward in a responsive way. Some conservative politicians at the federal level want to restore military-style assault weapons. We're not going to let them do that. We're going to continue to keep communities safe in a smart way that respects law-abiding gun owners.
I'm told that my plan to start the True North Sports Hour is not a plan that has been approved by True North management. So I believe it was all set to happen, and then you come out and make one crack about the Montreal Canadiens, and it all goes to hell in a handbasket. But Justin Trudeau's clip there was a fascinating one, because he says, oh, no, we're just consulting. We put out this list just so we could consult and hear from people. No, you put out the list because you wanted to ban them. You wanted to ban bolt-action hunting rifles. Now, if you don't know anything about guns, that's fine. A bolt-action rifle is a rifle that you need to manually reload by pulling back the bolt, the action, every single shot on. It is not a mass killing machine. It could kill if in the wrong hands, like any firearm could kill if in the wrong hands, and in the right hands could save a life or at the very least cause no risk to public safety whatsoever. So there were guns that were undeniably hunting guns on that list. This was not a consultation. This was not the Liberals saying, we'd like to hear your feedback. This was the Liberals thinking they could sneak in yet another ban that does nothing to stop gun crime. When was the last time? I should have pulled it for the show. There was a picture that the Toronto police posted of a mass seizure of illegal handguns. And when you look through, you can actually scan them. There are a few dozen guns in the picture, and not a single one of them is a bolt-action hunting rifle. There's no .22 caliber rifle on there. There's no Weatherby Mark V. There's nothing in there that at all resembles the firearms that the federal government is trying to ban now, because they're already illegal. And even if the guns themselves were not prohibited, the application of them, people buying them illegally, carrying them illegally, and doing so under the auspices of organized crime is already captured by the law. It's already captured by the law. I believe we actually have that picture now. Can we throw that up? So that's the photo. And you can look through that list. Every single one of those firearms illegally owned. Not a single one is bolt action. Not a single one is a shotgun. Not a single one of those guns was taken off the streets by Canada's gun laws. Now, I say absolutely throw the book at the people that sold those guns, trafficked them, the people that used them. Throw the book at them. And every law-abiding gun owner in this country would stand behind me when I say that. Because gun owners are the safest demographic group in this country if they are law-abiding licensed gun owners. We are background checked. We are screened. We take safety very seriously because we know that you are more likely to hurt yourself if you mess around with firearms than you are to hurt someone else. So that's why gun owners take this stuff so seriously. Gun owners are the most tough on firearms crime people you will find. Except they're actually interested in real firearms crime. Not these paper crimes that exist because the government one day says, we don't like those dirty, stinking, conservative gun owners. We want to make them overnight criminals. We want to ban their property. We want to make it illegal for them to go to the range. We want to make it illegal for them to pass down family heirlooms. We want to make it illegal for them to do something that brings them joy, or in the case of hunters and ranchers, that does something that is central to their lives. And this Liberal government doesn't get to hide behind, we're just consulting with you. No. You are trying to once again criminalize a segment of the population because you know that group is not going to vote for you anyway.